What should you be doing about your fishing line this time of the year? 3, 2, 1. Good morning, guys and girls. January 2nd. We're going to look at Genesis another time right here. We're just starting the year out. We'll stay in the first book of the Bible for a couple of days. Genesis 1:27. So God created human beings in His own image. God created human beings in His own image. That's pretty cool when you think about it. God could have made us, well, look like anything in the world, I guess. Let's see what I wrote about that. God could have made us look, yeah, that's exactly what I wrote. God could have made us look like anything He wanted. We could have looked like space aliens that we see on Star Trek or Men in Black. We could have looked like frogs or fish or anything else that God chose. Somebody just said I look like a fish anyway at times. But He chose to pattern us after Himself. We are patterned after God. We are patterned after God. What a big deal that is. God loved us so much. When He created man, He said, I'm going to make them just like I am. I'm going to make them physically, emotionally, and spiritually just like God. Isn't that something? We are not God. We are not perfect, but we are patterned to be that way. God has designed you, God has designed me to be perfect, to be just exactly like Him. And we'll attain that perfection one day. Not as we walk through this earth, but we'll obtain that perfection. The next time you have a pity party about how you look or how you feel, think about what God could have made you look like and how He could have made you feel. Think about that for a second. He could have made you look like anything in the world He wanted to, but He made you special. He made you very special. He made you in His own image. Then look in that mirror and smile. Look inside yourself and laugh. God patterned you and me. God patterned you and me after Himself. That's something right there that we can take to the bank. Look inside yourself and laugh. Look in a mirror and smile. God patterned you and me after Himself. My goodness, we got a God that cares so much for us that He made us spiritually, physically, emotionally like Him. He made us look like Him. He made us all look different. We don't all look the same, but He made us like Him. What a God. What a God. Here's our tip for this week. The wintertime tip: spool on new line at the start of every year. In other words, when you get ready to start fishing this year, and some of you are fishing right now. I mean, January 2nd, a lot of the big bass are biting. You get these nice pretty days, not today, get these nice pretty days, go fishing. Spool on new line at the start of every year and every 4 to 6 weeks during the fishing season. If you fish a lot, March, April, May, June, spool new line on about every 4 to 6 weeks. Now, you know what I recommend on spooling line. I only take off about the last 50 yards. I tie a uni knot in there, and that way I'm not putting but about 50 yards on new. That's about all you're using off a spool line. Do not take it all the way down to the end. You can if you want. High Seas and all the line manufacturers, they like that. Just take it all off, put brand new line on. But you can take a spool of line, like High Seas fishing line. It's got about 250 yards on a spool. That'll fill 5 or 6 reels. Easy. So your fishing line is very inexpensive. Put new fishing line on every 4 to 6 weeks. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.